Hello everyone, my name is Nick and welcome back once again to Factorio. Fun fact, this is one of the first videos ever, or at least in the recent months that I've recorded, that takes place during the day. The sun is still out, which is a rare occurrence. Most of my videos are recorded between the hours of 11 p.m. and 3 in the morning, which is when the best things happen. Now, in a bit of a cruel twist of fate, I recorded about half of this episode, and I just discovered that my mic was not working in any of those recordings. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play you guys the build time lapses of what I did so far, and you're going to be able to see what we accomplished. But basically, the mission for today, we've got our new base here, which has changed a little bit from the last episode. I'll explain that in a moment. And we've connected it up successfully with our train network. Now, what we need to do today is build a big old concrete factory here so we can expand this island into a concrete jungle of factories and pollution. And then we're going to start building a spider web of railways that all connect to this as our central hub of material processing and all that other fun stuff. I want to link up with this iron ore, these coal deposits, although that looks like a big bug nest, as well as, hopefully sooner rather than later, this lovely little bit of uranium over here. But yeah, okay, cue the build time lapses. Okay, so hopefully now you're all up to speed on what we've done so far and what we're going to do in the rest of this episode. This series is just cursed with little malfunctions like that. Alright, so let's take a look here what we got. We have the concrete factory. It's coming along well. I just figured out this water system. I have pumps in here. I don't think I need them, but I do. These have water in them. They need stone bricks and iron ore. We can take iron ore directly from this input train, and then we can process stone bricks in these furnaces. The only problem we have left before this is ready to start operating is we don't have any fuel. There's no coal on this island. There's no coal anywhere nearby. And my naive self thought, yes, we will use renewable energy for everything. It was a lie. The renewable energy was never able to power the furnaces, at least not yet. We actually can get an electric furnace. I've just given myself an idea. Oh boy, let's see if I can find it in here. Advanced material processing. What do you give me? Is that an electric furnace? Because if it is, I'm gonna need that. But either way, it doesn't solve our problem in the short term. So what I'm gonna do, possibly, there's a couple options here. Number one, bring in material manually. Coal might be good for a start. I'll probably do that while we build our longer term solution. Option two, build a second railway that comes out of here. It's got its own set of drills in this coal deposit, and then we connect that up with here. Well, that's probably not going to work because of all the trains here. We connect that with this railway, and maybe Oh, see, this is where it gets complicated. Because I could theoretically make this entire thing a circle. No. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to build a train track that starts here at this coal deposit. We are going to bring it all the way over to here and have it link up right here. And then we're going to use our signal blocks to allow these trains to co-occupy this station, which used to be called Snowman's Mind. I had to move it, so it's called Awesome's now. I'm actually going to change that back. Snowman's Mind. I like that much better. Hopefully that didn't break my train. Yep, okay, we're good. Alright, so I'm going to need a bunch of rails. So I'm going to go back over to Eastbourne here, where hopefully we've been producing steel. Oh, you guys are out of fuel. Okay, well clearly there are some problems in this production line, but there's a ton of steel waiting for us. So, a couple new drills, new train, and a new railway that goes right up to here and intersects with Vanderlof. Probably going to need to add some gun turrets here as there is a bug presence, but we'll get there when we get there. Let's get building here. So actually, I'm going to do a little interlude here. So in the interest of expandability, which is really important to me when I'm building this base, this is going to become a huge train yard, at least as I envision it. So we're not actually going to have the train from our coal mine come into Snowman's Mind here. We are going to build... Actually, I'm going to need more rails to do it, so let me just queue up a whole bunch. Bet you guys love the sound of my mouse clicking. Alright. So let's turn this around here. And I'm going to go ahead and bring this up right next door. So not far. Yeah, there we go. So it literally just... I mean, that's too far if you ask me. Oh, shoot. Gotta remember to use my Q. Alright, cool. Now those are linked up, and we can build another train stop that goes right here. And that lets us get the coal train, John Coltrane, in here without interfering, hopefully, with this. Because we will have this block of track from Vanderlof to this junction that can only be occupied by one at a time. But once the trains are docked in here, either one can go, hopefully. Hopefully this works as well as it sounds like it's going to in my mind. Even though it named this Hellberg, which is pretty darn cool, I am obliged to name it John Coltrane. So there we go. Okay, now the fun part. I need to build 2 locomotives, 3 cargo cars, and a ton of track to build all the way from here over to here. At least it's a pretty straight shot, but oh boy. It's going to take a lot of resources. And I looked, and our steel production looks like it's been stopped up because the coal isn't flowing for some reason. And to compound our problems even further, we only have 121,000 coal left here. That's going to dry up sooner rather than later, and I think some of these... Oh, yeah, this whole thing is bottled up. Alright, I'm going to have to do some looking into this. Let's go check it out. Also, kindly remind me in the comments to please build a quicker way for me to get from here to the old base, because it is a problem. Also, I just queued up research that leads us towards the electric furnace, so... I mean, this railroad might become obsolete, but I'm sure there's still a use for coal. And it doesn't look like we're going to be able to generate as much with renewables as I had hoped. So, coal it is. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is time for the moment of truth. I think I have it all set up correctly. I hope we're not about to find out that I don't, but basically, here is the new John Coltrane that I've built here. And this is going to go from this station, where it collects coal from these dedicated drills. It's going to ride all the way over to this intersection, where it should, if everything goes well, pass through without any kind of badness. And then, I should probably add rail signals here. I might have to do that. And then it goes to the station. You can see the other train coming down now. Goes to the station, John Coltrane, and will unload its cargo eventually, which I'm going to set up in a minute. And then we have a source of coal, and that gives us everything we need to start doing some serious production at our new base, Snowman's Mind, as it's called. So actually, let me go set up those rail signals. Let's take a quick journey over here. This has been a really interesting project. Oh my god. I ran into the rock. Okay, here we go. Yeah, this has been a really interesting project, and I've really enjoyed it. I really love the idea of the trains in this game. I think it's really cool. All right, okay, let's do some Imagineering here, as Disney would call it. I'm gonna build a few more signals. But yeah, I think that how it's gonna end up working for us is we're gonna turn this island into just a huge train depot, and from now on, if we want to exploit any new resources, all we do is just expand a railway out and bring it into this little depot. It's perfect. So, let's see. Okay, so chain in, rail out. So let's grab our chain signals, and we'll do one here. Chain in, and chain in, and then rail out for all these. So that's here, here, and here. Now, I think that this will work. So what I'm going to do now... Oh, okay, well, let's see this one go through. So, yep, passes through just fine, as it should. Now, if I send the John Coltrane on its way... Okay, it's progressing. It's moving. We also have this train coming in down here to Unsnarled. That's good. Okay, let's see what it does here. It should go all the way through. Yeah, okay, good. And it should bring itself in. Yes! Oh, beautiful. Excellent. And now, as we can see from the rail signal breakdown here, so I finally understand this. I'm so happy. This is green. And again, the train obeys the signal on the right side of the tracks. So because this one is green, this train is free to go into this block whenever it wants. So is this one. Now, neither train, say this one entered the block, this signal would turn red, which means this one wouldn't be able to go. And then we have, of course, we have this one as well. Okay, so I think we're all good, guys. I think it's all working. So let's take the car. Oh, we can't. Let's head on up to our little base, and I'm going to build a way to unload the coal train. Oh, shoot. I don't want to get hit. I'm going to have to add a walking path here. Yeah, so we'll unload the coal train, and then we can use that to power our cement factory, concrete factory actually. And I also might build a boiler, yeah, because, well, these accumulators, they're working, but they're not quite enough. Are we even doing anything yet? Oh, the radar is running, that's about it. Yeah, they'll be out of energy in no time. Okay, so we're gonna need more accumulators up here for energy. Alright, let's get a way to unload this thing devised. So I need 3 containers. Actually, I'm just going to do inserters here, not containers. Let's do 3 inserters, and I need a ton more conveyor belts because I've been building them like crazy lately. I also have started to notice, in a somewhat concerning trend, that all of these starting areas of resources are really drying up. This coal is getting really small. The iron is also reduced greatly. There's still a good bit of copper, but, well, I mean, I guess it's good because we have this 6.5 million iron here. But we're very soon going to need new sources of copper, which I guess we can use this. And maybe coal, uranium, perhaps, next episode, maybe. There's a handy-dandy lake here. I don't think there's any kind of boat transportation, but we'll just build railroads and call it a day. Railroads over the water sounds good to me. Alright, let's get our conveyors going here. So, let's just literally have it go all the way up. Now, okay, let me think about this. So, I need coal for the furnaces, which are here. So actually, let's just send it under the tracks. I'm gonna need a few of these. So, let's do this. And then this. This is probably not the most efficient way to do it, but for now it gets the job done. I'm going to try to do a lot more of these underground conveyors in this new base because they seem to leave space for more things. And then we need our 3 inserters. We need 2 more to put into the furnaces. So that will put the coal in. And then, okay, let's think. So I'm actually gonna break this up here. I'm gonna add a steel chest and 2 fast inserters. The reason for this is because this chest gives us a ton of buffer room where the coal can be stored in that chest instead of clogging up the conveyor lines. So I can move this a little, can't I? Yeah. There we go. All right, beautiful. Beautiful. Now I put the inserters in and I'm pretty sure that everything will work. However, that's not usually how these things go, but let's find out. Oh, I need to power them too. Okay. That's fine. Trying to do this really clean, like gridded power lines look. Can kind of see, trying to keep it in squares. Same thing over here. Just trying to make this a lot nicer than our first base, because the whole point of moving is to basically start over a nice clean slate. Okay, so yeah, now I need 3 inserters to unload. Okay, this is good. This is what we want. Also, why is there wood in these? Okay, so we need to set this to filter input priority, output priority. So I want it to put iron ore on the left. Right? No, I want it to put... Oh yeah, that's right. And then anything else on the right. Okay, let's try this. There's another train. Oh, did I need to do that? Yeah, I did actually. Okay, let's try this with just 1 box. But it has to have both things in it, so okay. Here comes our first stone down the production line. That should go to the right here. Yep. Yes. Excellent, okay. And now that gets fed into... Oh, I don't even have a grabber to bring it into the furnace. What am I doing, guys? It's a whole mess. Okay, now that brick's gone there where it should feed into the assembler, which requires iron ore. Okay, and then where is our output gonna go? I haven't thought of that yet. Okay, so that's actually, the output can go right here. Let's do, yeah, let's do here. Okay, and for now, we'll just route it into a steel chest because, again, I don't want to get too fancy because a lot of this is going to get redone. So I'm gonna need long hand inserters. I need one more of them. Take the existing one, flip it around. So that's our output. Get rid of that, put that there. Power line here and here. And I guess I need another one there. Okay. Now, the stone bricks are being fed in, and the iron ore should be coming out soon. So let's get a little iron ore in this system. Okay, it's all coming together now. So, okay. A little iron ore in the system by, yes, inserter right here. That should go straight. And it did. Okay, which then gets fed into here. It gets manufactured. Let's see the output, guys. Okay, and that gets us 10x concrete, which is a good amount. Okay. All right. So, if I have set this up correctly, which I do believe I have, we are going to get... Oh, okay, we've had a brownout. Yeah, because now we're actually consuming power. Oh boy, this is gonna get hairy. I don't want to rely on boilers, though. Oh, what should we do, guys? What should we do? I'll have to think about it. But at this point, besides the power issue, this should run completely autonomously. And I'm actually going to add... I'm going to add a splitter here to take some of the coal. Yeah, let's do here. And I want to use that coal to fuel the train. So let's... Yeah. In fact, I can just... I need more belts. Are you serious? I keep running out of stuff. Turn. Let's do a turn. And then have the inserter go in there. It needs power. Of course it does. Everything is always in need of power. And that keeps the fuel topped up. And then I'm also going to have to invent a way for the... Yeah, for the bottom engine to get fueled. But we'll get there when we get there. Probably another splitter we could use. Yeah, we could do a double... Maybe a double splitter situation. But yeah. Oh. There's the concrete. Okay, we're getting... We've got 75 already. Holy cow. Okay. Perhaps we're going to be overproducing here. Oh boy. I'm going to have to start developing... There's got to be some sort of like switch system. Because I want to be able to have production lines like this and switch them on and off. Because this concrete production we're not going to need for very long. So, oh man. Okay. Got our radar running. Raider. What am I talking about? Alright, let's see. Let's make sure the trains are running well. Yep, these two are good. I think... Where are we at? Unsnarled. Grab 100 iron. Okay, yeah, that's right. The coal train is in the station getting unloaded. Oh, there's kind of a ton, actually. What is the threshold I have set? 500. Cargo greater than 500. And it's supposed to empty. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're actually going to have a ton of coal. We already do. Yeah, there's a ton in there. Okay. Alright. So the system looks good. Everything seems to be working well. We're producing concrete. Now, I wanted to check on our... battery production, and then we are going to hopefully beef up our power grid. I want to get this thing to the point where it can run on solar energy all day, and then that solar energy has charged the accumulators, which then allow us to run all night. Is that even possible? Is it a good idea? I don't know. We're gonna find out. So our battery production was temporarily stopped here because this has run out of iron plates, which it needs to finish the production of all this stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and load this bad boy up with iron plates here. And we should be cranking again, but I made a bunch more accumulators that I'm going to add to our facility. How many does that take per battery? 2, 1. Oh, dude, we are about to be able... Whoa, I guess maybe not. Yeah, that takes blue science. That's something we don't have yet. How does one make blue science? I guess I'm going to have to find out. Let's research. I like explosives. Advanced oil. Oh, these are all advanced techs. We'll get there. Modules. Modules sounds cool. Sure, let's do it. I don't know. We just give it our best guess and call it a day. That's how we do things around here. Alright, so I am pretty happy with the progress we've made today. If you notice, when I started this video, it was nice and sunny outside, and now, when I'm ending this video, it's actually quite a bit later. I took a little break in the middle of the filming, but it is much later. It's been a very productive Factorio day. Let's go set up our accumulators, and then we're gonna do a review of everything that we got done in the past however many hours it's been. And we're going to talk about where I want to go in the next episode, which is going to be particularly exciting, considering that we now have a concrete factory. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so here we are back at our new base. We're calling it Snowman's Mind. That is the name of the new base. You can see we've got a huge solar farm going on here. This is generating quite a bit. In fact, we can actually look. Looks like we are generating, what is that, 370k electricity on kilowatts on average. And we have 80 megajoules stored in accumulators. We are demanding way less than that at this rate. We also have concrete production set up. I'm going to add splitters here so that there's a separate iron and stone line. And we've already got a bunch of concrete in here. So in the next episode, finally, I've been talking about it forever now, we're actually going to build out this base. Now there are two things that need to happen before we actually... Oh wow, we can see the... Oh no! That's nasty! Spitter spawner. Okay, I don't see anything we haven't seen before, which is a good sign. Hope to God the bugs can't swim, because that's what this entire plan is riding on. But what I'm going to be able to do now that we have concrete is I'm going to be able to take all this area, this wide open ocean, and we're just going to build ourselves an artificial island. We're going to start by exploiting this copper reserve here, and then we're going to pull in the iron from here, which we're already doing, but we need to do faster. So I'm actually going to upgrade the mining equipment here. These are low on electricity. Oh, the accumulators are dead. We have to beef up this power grid as well. I'm thinking probably connecting the two. And then I want to connect the oil production to here. And then we have basically everything coming in at this base. I may link up this coal. We'll see. Probably not necessary. Eventually, who knows? We might be able to pull in this uranium, and maybe soon we should actually start exploring a little more. I don't know if the world is infinite. I don't know how that works with Factorio. But I do know that we can make a lot of progress, and we're probably going to be running into problems with the bugs soon, because this is going to be pollution central. It actually looks like our accumulators are doing their job. Imagine that. Great news. Let's take a look at this power grid. Yeah, if we look at the... Yeah, so you can see the cycles. This is during the day, the solar panels generating a bunch, and then at night we have the accumulators discharging a bunch, and then the solar panels, and so on and so forth. But anyway, I've been rambling for far too long as it is. That is going to be it for this episode of Factorio. That is quite a bit of progress. I'm sad that you guys are going to miss the first part where my mic was not recording sound. So sad. But I'm really enjoying this series, and I know that we've been working on it for a while now. I'm doing it either weekly or bi-weekly as it stands. I'm going to keep it that way. I did do a poll asking you guys if you'd prefer the live format or the edited format. Most people said edited, so we're going to stick with that. But I really enjoy this game. I mean, it's so fun to optimize these systems. And as someone that's never played it before, the game has gotten to be in such a good state, like so late in its development, that I get a really polished first look at it, which is definitely coloring my perception positively. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you have a wonderful day.